just want you. I just want Jesus.
Hello there. Well, this is Gary Carpenter, as you know. I thought I'd better make a little video with the title, Where is Gary? Angie in the office at the church has been getting so many questions because I haven't been publishing any videos and doing any teaching here recently. And actually, a few people have actually asked, did Gary die? Of course, my first response to that is the same as Mark Twain. Back in his day, he said, the rumors of my death have been greatly exaggerated. So, as you can tell, I'm alive and well. But I thought, well, maybe a short video might be the answer to help explain what's going on. Earlier this year, I started having some shortness of breath and just tired a lot, you know. So started seeing our doctor, and I had been going to the gym and everything. And at first they thought it was lung problems, so they checked my lungs, all these different tests, and everything came back fine. And so then they started, well, then we're going to start checking on your heart. And they ran this test and they ran that test. And of course, each one of there's like a month in between each one of these normally because of insurance and scheduling and so forth. And they never could find any problems. But then on April 6th, I believe that's when the day it was, on a Wednesday, they had me come in for a test at 7 o'clock in the morning. They kept us there, me and Sue and Angie, we were there all day long. Whatever they found in that first test alarmed them. And I had never seen so many different tests run in one day at a hospital. And it was, all right, we're going to do this. Now we're going to do this test over here, okay? And wait in this room. Now we're going to do this test. So that from 7 o'clock till about 3 o'clock, that was going on. And about 3 o'clock, Dr. Garrett, who is a heart surgeon, come in. And he says, now, Mr. Carpenter, he said, you've got some blockage and we're going to have to do some work on you. So I reacted this way. I said, okay, this is April. Listen, I'm a preacher. I've got a conference coming up in about 2.5, 3 weeks. When I get back from the conference, maybe first week in May, second week in May, we can do this. Well, he stopped me right about there, real nice man. And he said, no, he said, you're not going anywhere. He said, this is pretty serious. We're going to move you to the front of the line, and we're working on you next week. So your reaction is like, oh. So I didn't get to go to the conference in Dayton at Jim Martin's, and I hated missing that. First time I've ever missed one. But sometimes, things take priority. And I'm not going to give just a whole lot of detail. It wound up, I'll just tell you this, the following Wednesday on April 13th, they did the surgery. It turned out being a triple bypass, open heart surgery. So it's pretty, it's pretty serious. But everything went perfectly. He said it could not have gone any better. They kept me in the hospital 5 days. I think I came home on the 6th day. And I've been home ever since. And they're real good to send, a nurse has come by at least once or twice a week here at the house, checking me and making sure everything's okay. And they also send these home health people, which make you do some exercises and check your breathing and make sure I'm not, they mainly want to keep you exercising to prevent blood clots. Well, all of that is in the natural. But I just want you to know I'm doing fine. Look at me, my color's back. I feel good. I expect to be preaching again in the next couple of weeks. And we'll get back in the saddle again, as the song says, And I do want to mention just a few things. Number one, the devil did not do this to me. Come on. The reason for this is a lifetime of eating cheeseburgers, steak, all of the things that we're not supposed to eat. I'll just go ahead and tell you this. I never did worry much about heart disease because neither one of my parents ever had any. And my mother, as you know, is still alive at 101. My dad made it to 92. Now, they had some other health issues, but neither one of them ever had any heart issues. So I never thought much about it, and I just pretty much ate the way I was raised. I mean, that's the way they ate. But obviously that didn't work for me. So Gary did this to Gary over a lifetime, 75 years of eating wrong. Just so you'll know, now I'm learning to eat right. They've got me on, you'd probably call it more of a Mediterranean diet. A lot of fish, a lot of vegetables, a lot of fruit, a lot of nuts, that type of thing. And I'm getting to where I like it a little bit, but I gotta like it. This is not an option. All right. So number one, the devil didn't do this to me. Number two, the timing of it. I don't know that the devil has any control over that, but I did recognize it as a distraction. If you remember the prophecies that came forward through several people right before April 6th, the weeks before, kept talking about beware distractions. Trust me when I say open heart surgery is a distraction, okay? But I recognized it as such, and so I've tried to keep my prayer life up to a pretty good degree, and now that I'm getting more wind, my wind is coming back, my breath. It's getting easier and easier to spend times in prayer. I expect to be back down at the church as soon as I can in prayer. And right now they don't want me fasting, but I will be doing fasting soon. In a way, it is fasting because I don't get to eat anything I want, but that's another story. What else is important here? I'll tell you this. When you come close to leaving the planet, suddenly a lot of things come into very clear focus. And I've already been repenting to the Lord for not being a better steward of this body that he gave me. Trust me, when this body quits, your ministry quits. You're done as far as doing him any good on earth. Romans chapter 12, verses 1 and 2. Never was more important to me than it is now that we learn to present our bodies a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto him for his use, see, that we may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. My mind now, I'm going, Lord, I don't know how many years I've got left. I hope quite a few. But more than ever, this body belongs to you. The body is for the Lord, and the Lord is for the body. And the Lord doesn't hate the body. He says he nurtures and cherishes his own flesh. And I speak of Christ and the church. Take care of your vessel. Take care of your body. It is important. It really belongs to him. It's the only body he has on earth. And I plan on getting this one in better shape than it's been in a long time. And however many years I have left, he's going to get to use this body more so than he has ever in my life. Well, anyway, sorry. Love the Lord. Love you. Appreciate you so much. Thank all of you those that knew about it. Thank you for your prayers. And we didn't try and keep it a secret, but we don't like bad mouthing, oh, look what has happened to me. No, I did this to me. But the Lord is faithful. The Lord is good. The Lord is bringing me through. I'm going to be stronger than ever and preaching the gospel in power and demonstration of the Spirit, and revival is now. Listen to me when I say the best is yet to come. See you soon.